What's up, people, and good morning. We are here in the general Houston area, Galena Park to be a little bit more exact, and we are pulling into a container yard. They just opened the gates. It is 7:55. I've been parked outside here in the parking lot since about a good old 7. So, you know, early. One truck did beat me here, but he's offloading and I'm onloading, so that's a little bit of a difference right there. So now that I'm here, throw on my safety vests. I'm sorry about the beeping for my seatbelt. Just pulling around the corner. Put on my safety vest. Put it on the right way. Some yards, they don't allow you to step out your truck without vest, without boots, you know, proper PPE and all that good stuff. I think I put this on backwards. But yeah, so it's gonna get prepped. At this particular one, they want you to take a slip of paper with your information on it, your PIN, and leave your cell phone in the truck. So I'll be right back. Got the paperwork. Let's go around this lot, get in the loading area, and get loaded. Alright, so we came around, we're at the waiting area. Got my my 3 straps and 3 ratchets out, and I got my chain and binder out. Did a little bit of WD-40 on all of them to keep them nice and loose. A little bit of lubrication, so it makes it easier, because sometimes when it rains or when they just sit, they kind of like, I guess you could say like oxidize a little bit, and it's a little bit harder to pull it. Give a little bit of a crunchy, more resistance type of feel to it. So I just slap a little bit of WD-40. You don't gotta be just a little bit's fine. Crank it a few times. Eventually it'll lubricate enough as to where you can keep on cranking, it'll be good to go. So now yard open at 8. It's 8:13. So now we're just waiting on the operator to come, get the paperwork, load me, strap and go. Currently right now what I am currently averaging 10, 11 MPGs, and that's from my house to here, which is about 40, 50 miles more or less, and a little bit of stop and go traffic, but more or less just highway, and I'm averaging around 10, 11. With this container, probably be averaging between 5 and 7, but I'll keep you posted. As per usual, 3 straps, 3 ratchets, chain triangled right there. Put up right here next to this thing, so when I ratchet it and I'm twisting it, it locks onto there so it won't rotate. I do have to hold this one for a little bit while I'm ratcheting it, but it's no big deal. After a while it just becomes all nice and tight. Same triangle over here. The only difference, instead of going through the pocket, I go through the actual welded ring. Go straight through. And like I usually do, quick little 180 on all the straps, so when I'm going down the highway they don't really vibrate as much. So yeah, that's a container, locked and loaded. This one particular, it is a high container. It is higher than usual because these are 9.6. Usual, the normal ones like up there, that's 8.6. This one is 9.6, so it's an extra foot on the top. Alright, so like I said before, I was averaging more or less about 10 MPGs. Right now I got a good 193 miles, and I'll just tell you probably at the midpoint, which will probably be at probably like 80 miles or something like that, what my MPGs are at, and then at the end, what my MPGs are at. Alright, so we are at about midpoint of the trip. For my speed, I am averaging between 55 and 65. The speed limit here is 70, but I'm not gonna push my truck. I'm not gonna push the trailer. I'm not gonna push the equipment. There's no point in rushing. I'm gonna make it there with more than enough time to offload. So, speed is between 55 and 65. RPMs are between 1750 and 2250. They normally stay on the lower end, nearer 1750, near 2. So that's not too bad. My average MPGs kind of fluctuate as well with my speed and the RPMs, but a good average would be 5 to about 6.5, around that little threshold, I guess you could say. Alright, so made it to my destination. You're gonna hear my hazard lights in the background because I'm literally parked in the middle of the road here in Waco. Where I'm dropping off at, they're actually like got, I don't know how many containers, but they got them all out here and they're just building a structure with them, which is pretty cool. Let me just show you here in a sec. We got containers. They got a whole plan and everything. Got a container right there, all welded. It's pretty cool. Back there behind the container, there's like a picture of what it's gonna look like. So that's pretty cool. I'm just here chilling on the side of the road. They got some guy monitoring the traffic flow and everything. I've already unstrapped, taken my chains off because they told me all they're gonna do is just finish with the container that they have on top of the crane, and then just swing around, pick it, grab my container, take it off, and that should be it. But yeah, so let's recap on my MPGs. At the end, I averaged it out at 6.6, fluctuating between roughly 55 and 65 miles per hour, and also hitting my RPMs at about 1750 to occasionally hitting that 2500 mark, occasionally, but not often. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got. 6.6 MPGs, which, I mean, it could be worse. Probably can't. I don't know. But, you know, it's just a container. It's a parachute. It holds you back a lot. So it killed pretty much put my MPGs somewhat like in half, more or less. But yeah, oh well. What can you do? Actually, you know what you can do? Make your rates go up. Make it make sense as to where you're killing your MPGs, but yet there's still money in the bank. So yeah, now I just gotta wait for them to finish welding that container up there and then swing around and get this one, which I don't know how much time that'll take, but whatever. We made it safe and sound, that's what matters, and now we're just waiting. That's cool. They're taking the straps off the chain, so hopefully they can come on offloading pretty quick. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there's a gentleman on top of the container hooking it up so then they could use the crane, which is that big bad boy, and haul it off. So I gotta pay a little bit more attention here, so right when they pick up I can just drive off. So alright, so we probably won't be able to see the whole procedure, but what I can tell, I'll give you like a play-by-play. Right now they just went to the road. This is a 4-lane road, one way, and they blocked off the road right now. The container is being tensioned up by the crane right now from what I can see. I got gentlemen on either side of the container ready to kind of maneuver it. One has his rope, of course, and maybe you can potentially see like right there raised up a little bit, but I don't know. And oh, there goes a little shift in the truck, and we got liftoff. So now, tap back down a little bit. Takes a little bit of a second. He's up. All right, pulling out, moving nice and slow. All right, And that's all she wrote. Got my paperwork signed, got everything done. They closed the road. I'm out of here. Easy does it. So now let's just fuel up the vehicle, the truck, fuel myself up with some food, and get out of here. So, all in all, wasn't that bad. Averaging out around 6, but you can, qualify it as 5 MPGs. So when you do the math, it's a little bit easier. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole run. I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm sorry for rambling. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Follow Instagram, j.j.j.hotshotservice. And yeah, thank you. Till the next one.